So what does Kof Koopa do on his day off, on his 0 days? He shaves his head, cuts his ear, trims up his beard so he doesn't look like a hunyak on the trail, fluffs his sleeping bag and puffy jacket, organizes and evaluates his stuff and consolidates and throws out things. And I had fresh, hot, warm laundry delivered this morning. I got up at 6 a.m. and brought it down to the owners of Dancing Bear, and they were kind enough to do my laundry and bring it back. I sort out all my food and decide where I'm resupplying. Trim my toesy nailsies and fingy nailsies. I readjusted my hip belt to the smallest position because I've lost so much weight. I use a paper towel and just get some of the salt stains off. Washed my schnot rag. Took care of all my personals and dried and cleaned my shoes. Had a cup of coffee or two. Now I'm making my ramen bombs. I take a bag of ramen noodles, and this is my I've been carrying them since the beginning of the trail, as I mentioned, and I crush up the ramen. In this particular case, I'm adding the flavor packets, which I left out the first time. I found it to be relatively bland, even though it wasn't horrible. So this time I'm going to try adding the chicken flavor packet. I'm going to split up these Idahoan instant mashed potatoes between the two bags. And then you can see it online. I add a cup and a half or 2 cups of water to the freezer bags so they don't melt. We use freezer bags. And then eat it with a spoon like a slob. It's not the prettiest sight, but the good thing about the bags is you can put all the garbage back in them when you're done. So anyway, I'm preparing my ramen for the week. That gets rid of my ramen noodle. I'm not sure I'm going to stick with the ramen bombs going forward. I really like the Mountain House meals, even though they're $10. But I'll probably pick up a few. I'm going to evaluate my beer situation, and I get a lot of comments about drinking PBRs. The reason I do that is because it's cheap, and also I don't end up shit-faced all night long because it's only like 4% alcohol, if that. So I kind of been doing the PBR thing just to be I don't know, somewhat responsible while I'm hiking, so I don't end up with hangovers. Catching up on the news, which I haven't watched in a month. Probably have to get cash. So the big thing I washed out my filter. I washed out all my bottles. Make them nice and cold so that when I put them in my bag, I have some cold water for once. So basically my days are pretty busy. I have to go to the dollar store or to the resupply store in town. And so dinner last night at the diner, I got to be honest, kind of blew, and I felt like vomit afterwards. It all looked frozen food. It all looked like frozen food coming off the chain. And at the what town am I in? Damascus Diner. I hate to give people bad reviews, but the salad wasn't bad, and I think I choked it down so fast, and it was so busy that when I ate the burger, I felt like I was going to vomit and blow up like a bloated guinea pig after eating too much alfalfa. But anyway, came back, felt better. So, but there's a couple other places in town. It turns out 7 Trails was closed last night. We walked all the way over there. Apparently there's some mill that's pretty good, and there's a breakfast place across the way from where I'm staying that sounds like it might be good for breakfast and lunch. So after I get all my chores done and sort out through my stuff, I'm going to walk through town and get some resupplies, and that's pretty much what I do on my day off. Thanks to everybody who's been watching my videos and giving me encouragement and trying to sign up for the Be My Best Friend contest. There's 5 or 6 that I really 5 or 6 followers that I don't. Everybody's making great comments, and I appreciate the support. So I'm glad that some people are getting my sense of humor and realize that I'm really not as depressed as you might think on a first glance. I'm just kind of like, I like to treat everything like a shit show for comedic effect. So let me finish making my ramen bombs, and taking care of my personal hygiene and walking around the room like an OCD freak, making sure I haven't forgotten anything. And then I'm gonna head out to town and take it in. Thanks, guys. Hello, everybody back home. Miss you. Love you. So I just I just bought some meals at the outfitter here. It was pretty expensive, outrageously so. And then I bought some other stuff at the resupply store. So this is what you do on your 0 days. I'm getting a little tired of not eating that well on the trail, but it is what it is. It's a beautiful day here. Breezy. Feels like a weather situation's coming in, but feels nice. Probably be heading out in the rain tomorrow. I didn't even check the forecast yet. Gonna drop all the stuff back off at the Dancing Bear, and then it's full chill time. All my chores are done. I haven't eaten yet today. It's getting close to noon. Just been too busy with everything. So I'm gonna check out a coffee place across the street and get something light to eat, hopefully. I don't know if I mentioned this last night, but this town reminds me of that movie Big Fish. Did I mention that last night? I can't remember. It's like everything's perfectly maintained for the most part. Clean. Almost surreal. Like my life. Probably be doing an interview with Greg Morton later, hopefully. Because I know people want to hear that again, so look forward to that later in this video. Well, I don't know where I'm going next, but I got 3, 4, 5 dinners. Tuna I can add to that. I forgot to get breakfast bars. I'm not a big fan of these peanut butter cups because they take up space, but I guess I'll have to become a fan. Got one leftover peanut butter in here. Who cares? I got some feel-good combos because I like these pizzeria flavored. I figure nuts are always... These have a substantial amount of calories. 400 per package for these. Planters peanuts are 290 calories, and plus I think nuts are good for you. This is one of my favorite feel-good foods, are these orange peanut butter crackers. Figured I could use some calcium on the trail. I wished I could just get cheese, but string cheese doesn't stay long in your hot bag. Anyway, I'm gonna close out this video because I'm not really going anywhere with it. I'm gonna start another video later with oh look, beers for today. I'm closing out this video because it's kind of horseshit. I'm gonna do a combo video with Greg Morton and post that later too. So thanks for tuning in.